At first glance, it is quite normal and worthy work, linking the level of interleukin-6 and the severity of atherosclerosis of the carotid arteries, more precisely, the severity of the condition of atherosclerotic plaques in the carotid arteries with the risk of stroke. Having found this connection, the authors even talk about a new possible treatment of such patients with interleukin-6 inhibitors. And there are such drugs: sarilumab, tocilizumab, siltuximab. These drugs have only one problem today, and that is their high cost. Health is more expensive, you can make a remark. I agree with the need to maintain health, but this work is still like a fly in the ointment for me. The cunning of this work is that the authors do not complete their conclusion. They should have said that atherosclerosis is an inflammatory disease, and that the more inflammation, the more atherosclerosis, the more severe the condition of any atherosclerotic plaque, not only in the carotid arteries with a risk of stroke, but also in the coronary arteries with a risk of heart attack, for example, and so on. In their work, they should say that as interleukin-6 levels increase, so do the levels of other inflammatory factors, such as C-reactive protein, which is much cheaper to measure than interleukin-6. The authors of the work should also have said that in all such cases, not only interleukin-6 inhibitors, which are very expensive, but also all sorts of other anti-inflammatory drugs, the same cheap aspirin, will be useful. In my blog, there are many speeches on atherosclerosis as inflammation and the effectiveness of anti-inflammatory drugs in its treatment, the same aspirin. I constantly call for the use of various anti-inflammatory drugs in the treatment of atherosclerotic patients with an exacerbation of the inflammatory process, and support the authors of the article with the observation that one should not so slyly seek to use expensive drugs without mentioning the existence of a much cheaper alternative that exists. Who is armed is protected. Take care of yourself and be happy.